Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry, and the Wanderer has returned. You've been wandering around Kelowna, eh?
Yeah, I have been.
You came in from the sticks?
The sticks, the Hicks and the sticks.
Hicks and sticks.
The Hicks from the sticks.
You've been hanging out with the family today?
Yeah. Son-in-law's
yeah.
birthday yesterday, went golfing today.
You're getting younger or older?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Older.
Yeah. I'm as young as I'll ever be, and I'm
Older and wiser?
older and wiser.
Deeper in debt? Pretty much, eh?
No, I'm working hard on that one.
Oh, yeah. You've been working hard lately, haven't
Working
you?
on that one, yeah.
Yeah, you've been doing a lot of commercial, working a lot of hours, and
God's been faithful, yeah. They just keep pouring in.
oh man, that's great, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're very excited today, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I've never seen one of these before.
What are we talking about? What do you think? Tell them what's going to happen here.
Me?
Yeah.
We are going to look at a very popular machine that's been promoted by
Somebody.
And
He's not anymore. He's ditched it.
He's ditched
It's
it.
now the name the machine that shall not be named.
Yeah. And so we're going to see whether it was a good choice or not. I guess.
I guess.
I'm excited.
Ah.
I really am.
Yeah, well, we like looking at new stuff, don't we?
Absolutely. And you're always finding stuff.
I know.
Finding deals everywhere.
Yeah. I keep looking. Anyway, so there we are. So tell us what we got here, Roger. And this is this is the first time you laid your eyes on it.
Yep.
And that was weird.
It looks naked.
Naked.
There's no tank on it.
There's no tank. Tank's a lot, eh? Tank's a lot. That was bad.
That was really bad.
Okay, so yeah, just tell me everything what you think and what you see and.
Smokes.
66 pounds.
I'm gonna have to take a muscle building course.
I guess, eh?
Yeah, I don't want one of these.
Well, yeah, actually, the idea is see the handle on the front?
Yep.
And then you grab it by the handle on the front,
Use your
down
legs.
there. And then
Can you
you
do stairs with these?
I wouldn't, no, I wouldn't do that.
That'd be really awkward.
No, you wouldn't want to do that.
Oh, that's not so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, lift with your legs, not your puny little arms.
I got these wimpy little arms.
I'll tell you what when I brought it here and set it up here, and Linda came out and she looked at it, the first thing she said to me, she says, "It's ugly."
It is. It looks like it came from the army.
Yeah, it looks like an army-made machine. In fact, the more you look at it, the more you find, when you compare it to the machine sitting behind you.
That's nice, though. Wow.
See that machine behind you? When you compare the two,
Oh, yeah.
the fit and finish is just totally,
Is this
well,
not
different.
lock in place?
No, it's going to float. It's going to float.
Okay, that's interesting.
That's the wheels up
These-
OP machines. When you're running it, the handle floats.
Yeah. I mean, it's ugly, but it's really, really nice shape.
It is in good shape.
I mean, it's presentable.
Oh yeah, take a darn good look at it. Like look at it with a critical eye and see what you like and what you don't like.
I like the cord on it.
It's got a long cord. However, you see this thing hasn't been used much. The cord is already twisting up.
That's always the way it is.
Well, that's a cheap cord.
The wheels are really nice. Wow, that's smooth.
It's smooth, right?
Yep.
Except they're small. You're not going to bump up and down steps with that. You're going to have to pick it up.
Yeah.
And you can't modify that very well. Maybe you could, but it would be very difficult
Very
to
difficult.
add bigger wheels onto that.
How much?
I paid $1,000 for this, plus I got a whole pile of pads. There's the bucket right there.
Oh, brand new pads.
Some of them are new. Yeah, I got there's about 40 pads. Most of them are Challenger pads, and I also ended up with a bunch of two-way pads as well, including some big ones,
Nice.
some 19s.
Yeah. That's what, $30 each now? Or?
Oh, at least, yeah,
Something like that.
in
So
Canada, yeah.
That's paying for itself. In pads.
Yeah. Oh, that's one of the reasons why I decided to get it. Now, lean it back onto lean rail all the way back, lay it down, and come and take a look over here. Take a good look at what you're looking at.
That's a very thick driver.
Right, go and take a look at it.
Oh my goodness. Hope you can glue that back on. It's the good Velcro though.
Notice anything else?
No, there's no bumper. It's too low, too high. I don't know.
Well, there's a bumper, but
it's not very thick.
It's just a really cheesy little bumper.
Yeah.
Eh? No.
But you don't bang walls anyways.
Well, I try not to. But, you know, anyway, but look at this.
That's just pressure fitted? Or magnets? Nope. Is that magnets?
Nope.
Oh, it's grooves. Is that a homemade thing? Or is that actually the way they make it?
Say that again.
Is that homemade or is that how they actually make it?
That's how they actually make it, homemade. And Linda saw that. She says, what's that, 1920s technology?
Wow.
Aha. And look around the edge. Duct tape.
Duct tape.
Yeah.
Straight from factory.
Yep. Wow. Now you compare that with the well, anything. You know, like the Orbitech has it has the same cup arrangement, which is, by the way, the same as the Auric,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
And it uses the Malish plastic pad driver, and it friction fits on there. You know, why they didn't switch over to that, I don't know. But I think I'm not positive. I think that the pad driver off of my Orbitech over there, it would I could pop it off of the dirt off of the cup, and it would probably fit on there. I haven't got to that point yet, but I'm thinking I may end up doing that, because I can see this is a problem. This thing apparently hasn't been used much, and yet, you know, it's peeling off. You know.
Yeah.
And the glue's not going to stick properly to this plywood. Plywood. And look at this.
Yeah, it's been built up.
Well,
look at
the staples. Look at the staples.
Oh, look at that.
Staples. You know, it's just So, you know, now if you and I were wanting to buy one of these, and I had actually considered buying one, believe it or not. Put that back on there, if I can. Because, you know, I do that.
Yeah.
By the time, it's $2,500 on the website. American. So by the time we get it to Canada, we're talking like 3,000 or more, 3,500 probably. 3,500. And I was thinking, wow, if I got this brand new and I'm looking at, I'd be saying, oh wow, that's way overpriced for what you're getting. When you compare the fit and finish of this to what you get over here, now you can't even add weights to this thing, by the way.
Is it half horsepower?
It's 3/4 horse.
Okay.
Yeah. And you know, the fit and finish on the Vibe, or you know, even a TRS machine, I've never seen one of them yet, but I'm imagining it's because I've read reviews on the TRS machines. People are just they talk about the quality of the machine and everything. And this one, it doesn't say I'm a quality machine. This machine was originally designed quite a number of years back and hasn't changed ever since. They've never developed it beyond just a very basic. This was like a copy of John Gherking's original Old Blue. And one of his employees went off on his own, and next thing you know, he's building this machine and selling it. Yeah. But it was a copy, a clone or whatever. There was a couple of changes from it, but it's, you know, and that was when everybody was using wheels up machines, and it was before the wheels down idea came along. And as soon as the wheels down machines like the Orbot and the Orbitech came along, you know, everybody abandoned the wheels up machines for quite a while. And only a few years ago did TRS start making a wheels up machine again. And of course, they've always had this, and this is all they've used. So this machine would be fine for residential if that's what you want to go with. Mm-hmm. But can you imagine doing a cone to hallway all day long with this?
I've never seen it run, so.
Okay, well, that's
the only orbital one I've had is the one that you have. And it's just, you just walk behind it. It's so,
right.
So easy.
Okay, so you're gonna go and do a cone to hallway. You're gonna clean
on the carpet here.
No, just run it on the concrete for now. We'll do the carpet in a minute. So just pretend like, you know, you're going to be doing that thing all day long for the next 5 or 6 hours straight.
No safety switch.
Yes, there is. Right behind.
Okay.
There's a safety.
Okay, my bad. It's so awkward.
Yeah, it's a bit awkward, isn't it?
Wow.
Now you're going to clean with it. Pretend you're cleaning. Now do that for 6 hours straight.
It's nicely balanced, and there's a good weight to it. But with the rotor, you can just let it go. You can do this.
Yeah.
This here you can't. It's time to go.
Everything you do, your arms and your back are all making this thing move.
Yeah, that's huge difference. I mean, it's not so bad with the back and forth, but even then, the rotary is much
easier. Much easier.
Yeah. Would this be fantastic in a bad traffic area?
Yeah.
You know, that's what I use my
Work.
Oric for with the green brush. We did one the other day. A lady was totally skeptical. And I said, okay, you know what? I'm here now. I'm going to do your living room, and if you don't like it, then we won't do the rest of the house. And I said, but you've got these two big pet stains here, and this system is the best way to deal with them. And the traffic lane was bad, and they were renters. And when we were done, you couldn't find those pet stains. And you could see that the traffic area was worn, but it was gray.
Clean.
It wasn't black. And she said, you made a believer out of me.
Okay, well, we're not done showing you new things
Yeah,
here.
but anyways, but this would have been great because we used the Oric twice with the green brush. I was getting, and also one of the 13-inch Ironman pads as the final step on it. So something would have been nice.
But this, there's no brush available for this. This is just pads. But let's switch over to, here's the glides that they sell with it. Take a look at the glides.
Look how big those are. What's with that?
That's the Holy Glider.
I fell into that.
That's what they call it, the Holy Glider.
So this sticks on to there. No, this sticks on your pad.
And your pad. And right below that.
That's a nice sized one.
That's, well, I got the same one here. Here's the one.
You made what you ordered something.
No, this one came from Ruhubi, which make the vibe.
Okay.
But look at the way the Velcro's attached on this one, on the white one.
Yeah, much better. Did you glue that yourself?
Nope, that's the way it came.
This was just sort of.
That's like somebody's basement.
Yeah.
You know, like that's Gorilla Glue, and there you go. Whereas they used a glue gun to get that on there.
That one's way straight. This one's warped. I don't think that matters though.
No, probably not.
You want to sell one of these? No, I don't. I don't need one. That's the thing. I don't need one anymore.
Yeah. Okay, so there's right below that. There is the pads that Challenger makes and sells.
Wow, is that ever thin?
Exactly.
Hold on a second. Compared to this one.
That's the Superzorb.
Yeah.
I'll grab.
You know what this would be great for? Stairs with the Oric.
Well, actually, it does. I did.
Because you can substitute if you ran short of the.
Yeah. Well, here's the. I did get. I think I got about 3 of those. Those are the ones.
This is actually good for the Oric.
Okay. Well, hang on a minute.
Because too thick is not good for the Oric.
Well, hang on a minute.
I don't. You don't have to say it as soon as I say it. Otherwise,
Let's go back in here. This is the gland pad. Now look at the difference.
Yeah. Yeah, look at this big edge here compared to the stitching.
And
look at this, 2 rows of stitching.
And the
Thickness.
Feel that.
Yeah, like the depth of
Now
that.
these, I've been using these for the last couple of years. They last.
Yeah.
You know, you can see that. You know, apparently he hasn't used this machine very much, and I got a few. I already got a few of them that are really bedraggled looking.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're not going to stand up like this.
Yeah.
But you want to try this thing on? I haven't actually run it on carpet at all. I was waiting for you, Roger.
Well, I video and you do it.
No. You're going to do it. You're the first one to get it running on carpet. Okay. Well, we need that pad. And we got these out of the way. And we'll give it a spray. And we're gonna use the Challenger pad.
I want to do this dirty area.
Oh, you do, eh?
Yeah.
I've been parking on this thing.
What you got in the tank?
I've got Revived Rocket. I was doing a big commercial job yesterday, so that's what I got in there. So we got just along the side over here. Okay, Roger, you're in business. It's going to be interesting to see how well it works with a glide.
The reason I was concerned about the safety switch is one of the ones you found for me, which I use for commercial jobs.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't look that good. My daughter was using it and she forgot there was no safety, and she grabbed the handle, walked right in the head.
Oh dear.
Poor daughter.
Oh dear. Oh boy.
So be careful, folks, that there's no safety.
Yeah, no kidding.
tell you, this better do a good job, otherwise it ain't worth it.
What's that?
This better do a good job, otherwise it ain't worth it.
Why is that?
Oh,
Don't come over here. I've done the spray. Only about 3 feet over.
it's looking like it's doing a good job.
Yep.
I'm impressed with that. But it's good. That is a hard. That's like a rolling machine.
Yeah. Now imagine doing that for a few hours.
I don't think I've got the muscles to go sideways.
And it doesn't want to go a certain direction, does it?
I mean, you can really work the spot good. How far do you spray it to?
Right up to the end, yep.
Then it's going to go sideways.
But you know, imagine that will kill you at the end of the day.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. And this is like I mean, a commercial type carpet. I'm not even a cut tile. Wow, I'm impressed with the guys that use these.
Okay, shut it down. So, most of what you said we didn't hear. So, okay, tell us what you just learned.
Well, I said.
Go over here so we can see your face.
Oh, sorry. What I learned is it does a pretty good job, but man, that is hard to move around.
On this type of carpet.
On this type of carpet, not even a cut pile.
Yep.
Or not even a Berber with this
Well, this is a commercial level loop.
double loop. I mean, like barely hold. It's like a rowing machine. Like you have to use your legs and brace yourself to pull it back. Can't go sideways. Now I'm not very strong, but even then, you wouldn't want to be doing.
Right. Now it would work better if you had the glide on it.
Okay.
So let's put the glide on.
Okay.
Use the thin one. Check. Oh, we need to maybe spray it again.
Okay. We'll just do this little quarter.
Oh my goodness! You know, actually, you look at that. That covers most of the bottom of this machine. That's a huge glider.
Yeah. How much do you have left for actual
Cleaning?
absorbing?
Yeah. Okay. Now try that. See if that helps.
Okay. This safety thing, it just doesn't want to go very well. Okay, it's easier. It was like being on the concrete.
But so it's a little bit a lot easier, or a little bit.
A lot easier. See, now I can brace myself.
Yeah.
And I can do this. Before I could barely move it.
Yeah.
Now I have to brace with my leg, but I can go sideways fairly smoothly. Actually, it makes a huge difference.
But you've lost at least half of your pad there.
Yeah. Yeah, like how much is actually picking up? Not like that much all around.
Yeah, well, take a look. Take a look on the bottom of the machine.
Yeah, what is that? 2 inches around?
2 inches, yeah.
4 inches.
Yeah, so you've lost most of your actual cleaning of the area of the pad. Now, just because we're, having fun here, let's do a little comparison. Get rid of this thing out of here. This is, we'll grab one of the, hang on to that for a sec. Grab one of these. This, of course, is an Ironman pad, and you're gonna run that rotary bit there, which is the same as your main rotary, isn't it? Same machine, pretty much?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll spray the carpet. I'm not gonna put it in the tank in this case. Okay, you can drop it in and I'll get you a power cord. So this is basically what you do all day long is you run a rotary. And what are the things you like about the rotary, Roger?
Well, it's easy to operate. You can basically control it in the tight spaces.
And it
Really easy.
goes any direction. It goes in any direction you want with no effort.
Yeah, and it's easy to teach people. I have people helping me now, and it's easy to teach them how to use it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, simple.
Nobody going through the wall.
Yeah, so just looking at this, I can deal with thumb and a forefinger. I must say though, that other one feels like it's really working the carpet more.
The OP.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's got a different action on the carpet.
Exactly.
But because it's actually, for a split second, it resists in going one direction or the other. It's like it can't make up its mind because it's,
Yeah.
every direction at once.
Now, I didn't try this with the other one, going really slow, like you would over a bad traffic area where you wanted to let it work a bit.
Yeah.
So I didn't think to do that.
Well, one of the things that okay, all right, shut her down. One of the things that you and I do all the time, and you do this product probably automatically now because you've been doing this now for a couple of years with the rotary. We both are running with a tank on the machine. So that means that when you run into a scenario where you're going to stop, kind of slow down and go over a specific area, you're going to be able to easily just simply add a little bit more solution as you sense or see that you need to. So you're not going to end up running dry on that, because this carpet, particularly since where it's sitting right now, is out in the heat and the dry air, etc. I mean, it's evaporating really fast.
Yeah.
So
And you can feel it.
with the rotary, you can feel it.
Then you know to
All of a sudden it starts to bind. You go, okay, add some more. Yeah. Whereas with the OP, if you've sprayed the carpet and you have miscalculated, you could end up, running too dry on that area of the carpet. And you know what I'm saying?
Tip bloom.
Well, you could. I mean, mind you, this be more like
Not
tip melt.
Yeah. Yeah. And the other thing about the tank, we never talked about this. I did a job where there was one room where there was lots of pet stains, but not the rest because it's confined. You can go in and mix up your best solution to just that room, right? Mix it up in there, and then when it's done, you can go and put your regular stuff in, as opposed to having to drain it out to mix it or get a new batch. Like, it's easy to change the solution.
How do you dump the tank when you're doing that?
Well, if you have to. Well,
you just pop off the hose.
Actually, what I was going to ask you, I want to find a splitter so I can have a separate one that I can drain it.
Oh yeah.
But I haven't found one yet. But what I'm saying is, let's say I've got my regular solution and I have one room, right, and I want to use something different on it. If I have some in my tank, I'll go and use it, and then once it's dried, then I can put my special stuff in, go into that room.
Yeah.
And it's easy.
Yes.
Because I don't like mixing the two different products. I think I have the Bonnet Pro mostly, and then I have another product specifically for wide scale, lots of P spots that I find that works better. The Bonnet Pro might work just the same. I just found this other one first, and it's been my go-to, and so I carry it with me. But that's the nice thing about a tank as opposed to a sprayer. Now you've got the sprayer. What happens when it's half full from the day before or whatever, and now you've got this job where you need to use a different product.
Yeah.
It's got to go into a bucket or a container. It's just a nuisance.
Yeah. Well, we run into these less than ideal scenarios now and then.
Anyways, I've run down a rabbit hole.
Yes. So, what do you think? I mean, is the Challenger going to replace the rotary in your estimation?
No, there's only a few times that I actually wish I had a big OP machine.
Yeah. Ooh, it's dirty.
It is. I think the other one pulled up more though. I mean, it did a great job.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Based on that, there's only a few times I've actually said, "Oh, I wish I had it." In those cases, I just use the ORC because it's not usually a whole big area.
Yeah.
So I don't see a need for it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay, so you think $1,000 was about the right price for that?
Well, for you, because now you've got this tool when you need it on some of your bigger jobs. So if I come help you or whatever,
Yep.
we've got them. I mean, I'm a little bit jealous that you have it because it's nice to have the right tools for the job.
It needs a new bearing.
It didn't sound that bad.
Yes, it needs a bearing. I can tell.
Oh, okay.
Right away. I can hear it. It's too noisy. Oh, I forgot to tell you one thing. On the bottom, when I pulled off the pad driver, there's those 4 screws, right? Well, I ended because I wanted to check the bearing because I knew it was a bit noisy, so I went to pull it off. Well, it's held on there with these 4 screws, Allen head screws. I started undoing them. I got 3 undone, and it's like, oh man, these are tight. Like somebody Loctited these in place, hey? And the last one, stripped.
No.
So I got to drill out the
Drill it
screw.
out.
Yeah, but that's what I'll have to do to change that bearing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, overall, my thought was if I had bought a new machine and I got it and I opened up the box and I put the thing together and I was looking at it, I would say, well, for what I would have had to pay for it, you and I, over $3,000, I would have said, nope, not worth it. I mean, I paid just over $4,000 for the Vibe and I get a tank, spray, weightability, much better fit and finish.
Better wheels.
And it's wheels down, and
Anybody you could take some off the street and they could run that.
yes, exactly. And one of the things is when I have used my OP, because I have another wheels up OP, the Orbitech one, which is in the shed right now. But when I would use it occasionally on a really heavy lugged olefin, oh man, it was like a jackhammer. So anyway, I'm gonna have to end the video now because I'm almost at that magic number where the video won't upload. So say goodbye, Roger.
Take care, folks.
Bye.